What's going on? All the places. People, appreciate you. Super, you know, I didn't want to necessarily do this because I feel like our words really create our world. Um, and so there's a little bit of that, but I also want people to be educated on to be able to handle situations if they arise. So just a little bit of backstory. Holly and I, when COVID started, and things like dipped, our business at first kind of like took off. Like it was doing okay, right? It was doing okay. But then it kind of like shot up for a second and then went whoo, right down. So we got to adjust and pivot. And this is something that some of you might need to do in the next 3, 6, 12 months, right? And so I want to be able to give you the kind of the three-pronged strategy to really kind of work through kind of tougher situations. One thing is, and I was going to look this up, but I didn't. Is anybody familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Maslow's hierarchy. I don't even know how to spell any of this. Hopefully, we get the thing. Here it is. Perfect. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see this. Percent share, and I'm so much better on Zoom with whiteboarding and sharing. Sharing my screen. I swear I was just able to share present. Oh yeah, here we go. Share screen. All right. So we're going to go over here to here. Okay. So I wanted to bring this up, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Let's see which one. Here we go. I just need this to be big. Cool. I guess hopefully you can see this. Let me know if you can see this. So really quick, there is 5 different levels. And when a major thing happens in the world, right? Like when we go through a pandemic, we go through a quote recession, a war, any sort of craziness, people get dropped a notch on on the hierarchy. So what does that mean? That means people that are, working on self-esteem or self-accusation, and not everyone, right? This isn't everyone, but this is a lot of people, right? If you're working on self-actualization and really being, fully fulfilled and really aware and really conscious and really everything, a lot of those people are going to get knocked down where they're questioning their self-esteem, they're questioning they're needing recognition, they're like really wanting to gain strength, and they might not have the freedom. If you're working on esteem, you might get knocked down the notch to needing love and belonging and really having all of that. And then the people that are in the loving and belonging get knocked down to the safeties and needs. And the people that are in the safety and need, they get knocked down to physical needs, right? So knowing that, and if you're super, super clear on who your ideal client is, and you know and then the results that you help them get, and then you get really clear on, okay, I usually help. And this is another thing, and this is just a sidebar. A lot of coaches, what they do is they are trying to jump people from here to here, right? They're trying to jump people from here to here or whatever, right? Or even here to here, right? You're trying to go from here to here. It's a big jump. You try to go from here even to here. It's like what I recommend people to focus on is just go up a level, right? How can you just get people? So I think that's one tip that I can just give you right away is how can you focus on people to help them to go from, like up a rung, right? Like they got knocked down a rung. How can you help them get back on the rung? So one of our coaches, he talks about um, creating a life raft. And what that looks like is if somebody gets dropped into the water and they were up here, but they were dropped down here. Well, how can you create something that is like really focused on their whole focus is to help them to get up to here, right? Or from here to here or whatever, right? How do you get them just to jump? And it's like a shorter window, right? Like a shorter period of time. It's very focused on just getting them back to where they were before whatever situation happens, right? I'm just want to make sure that this is helpful. Drop a comment if this is valuable. So that's one thing. So you need to get really clear on where your perfect client is and what are the specific rung you help them get up. So this is another thing you can do is you can start. So this one thing is getting clear on that. The clearer you can get on that, it's the better, right? Two, it would be creating a program that helps them just jump back up to the rung that they were, right? Like you can always, if you normally help people go from here to here, then maybe you need to get like focus on helping them go from here to here. For the ones that got knocked down, right? So this is another thing is people that that have resources, they still get knocked down. They're not usually going to get knocked, but they're usually living in a higher level of things. So this is the third thing that you want to do is you could focus on a higher, what do you call it? A higher people that have more resources. So if you normally work with people that are just getting by and they're having a harder time paying you and they are all the things, right? They don't have the money to pay you. You can figure out very clearly what does, and this is a misconception. A lot of people think that because people are wealthy or people have resources or whatever, that they don't have challenges. And that's not true. But if you can focus on helping somebody, usually you're going to be in the realm of one of these three. Unless, and this is a thing, if somebody is like their spouse is abusive, or they're a health coach, right? That could be another thing, right? Or you're helping somebody, not lose all their money, or you're helping them with their business to like move up to grow their business. Or, again, if you're in an abusive relationship, but you're in a wealthy abusive relationship, this happens, right? This is a real thing. And you're helping somebody get up here, like bring them up a rung. But if you can focus on people that have the resources that can pay you, and there's ways of niching to people that have resources. And we work with our clients all the time. We had one client, she was an offline coach. She worked with very successful individuals, and she wasn't, she moved, right? She sold her house, she got a divorce, and she went nomadic, right? And she worked with very successful people, and mostly it was through networking and referrals and that type of thing. I'm just curious, like, who here, builds your business through referrals or offline, or build a business offline. She did it all that way. But then when she went online, she didn't even know how to work Zoom. This was way before COVID, and when everybody has gotten a Zoom lesson. And so she lost 70% of her clientele in the process of transitioning from offline to online. And then when she found us, we gave her a process not only to get back to where she was, we increased her rates. We helped package her program in a way that she could sell at higher, like to even higher level people. And then we gave her a process to be able to actually target, market to people that have exceptional resources, right? You know, there's places in the country and the world that have, like, these areas have more money. We taught her how to specifically target these areas. And that was really, really powerful. So her program was $17,000 for the year. She was a health, life, and meditation coach. And when she came online and how I worked with her, she ended up creating her program to be $33,000 for the year. And she ended up landing 6 clients at $33,000 for the year. She gave some people some deals for because it was a couple. And anyways, it was $138,000 in signed agreements by focusing on this higher level individuals, by learning a process that could attract these higher level individuals, by packaging a program and offer targeted specifically for them. And so this was super, super powerful. If you're somebody that's already doing well in your coaching, but you want to recession proof your business, you want to actually grow your business in a recession, not, bring it down and impact more people, make more money, and have more freedom to be able to travel. Maybe you want to leave the country. Maybe you want to be nomadic. Maybe you want to just be able to travel. I'm doing 3 calls this week. It's with people that are making at least $5,000 a month. They either have a following of your potential clients and you're not sure how to convert them, or you have a referral network, but you need help creating the program. Maybe you're doing a bunch of one-on-one sessions, or you're charging less and you need to package some, and you have people that would pay $3, $4, $5, $6, $8, $10,000, but you don't know how to package a program that you could feel comfortable selling. Let's have a conversation, see if it's a good fit. Again, there will be no sales on this call at all. You'll have to sell me on why, if you want actual support doing this, but I'm going to give you a plan that creates this whole thing. So, love to have the conversation, see if it's a good fit. Either drop me below or shoot me a DM for the top secret conversation. And I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. Talk to you later.